I think most people know me. Beth, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. So my name's Beth. I am one of the Move charity Can Rehab instructors as well. And I'm also an ambassador for the Rickmansworth 5K Your Way too. And I work, I have my own business on the side of that, so bounce back exercise, where I again do can rehab work as well as exercise for neurological populations too. But I'm looking forward to this session with you all today.
Yeah, brilliant. Me too. So we're probably going to be about half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. We're going to start with a warm up. We're going to then do a little bit of balance. Then we'll do a little bit of cardio and then some strength work. So if anyone, before we start, if anyone wants to just grab either a couple of tins or water bottles, or if you've got them, if you've got dumbbells and you want to use those, grab them. Or if you don't want to use tins or anything at all, you can do the strength stuff without. It's not a problem. It's completely up to you. And after the strength, we're going to do a little bit of stretching, and then that will be it. And we'll probably at the end just see if anyone's got any questions before we wrap up. Everyone happy with that? Cool. Okay. So let's start with a warm up. So I'm going to stand up for this one. Beth's going to be sitting down, so you can watch either me or Beth, or you can dip in and out of both of them. So if you're standing up, just get your feet so they're about hip width apart. Don't lock your knees, keep them nice and soft. Pull the tummy button in, so we're going to engage your core, just activate it. And then you want to align your head over your heart over your pelvis. Just roll your shoulders back and down so you're standing up nice and straight. So you're really strong. In yoga, this is called a mountain pose. And from there, I just want you to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just drop your chin onto your chest. And then as you breathe in again, bring your chin all the way up and take it all the way up to the ceiling this time. So imagine your spine getting longer. You're reaching up towards the ceiling and then coming all the way back down again. So if you're sitting down, exactly the same thing. And then when your chin reaches your chest, just start to gently roll your head from one side to the other. So your left ear is coming towards your left shoulder, and then back again, so your right ear is to your right shoulder. If you want, you can roll your head all the way around like that. It doesn't matter, you can do it either way. Just getting a little bit of movement into that neck. Perfect. And then come back to the start position. And we're going to do shoulders. So shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then gently press them down again. And then move around in circles backwards. You might hear some creaking, but that's fine. Do a few backwards and then a few forwards. All the time, just breathing nice and gently. And then let's do one at a time. So like a bit of backstroke, right shoulder, right, left. And just let your upper body move gently from side to side. And then go forwards. Everyone okay? Okay, and then take your hands up towards the ceiling in a nice big sweeping gesture. Take your hands up so feet are still flat on the floor. Just reaching up and then all the way down, and push your hands out behind you. Big old circles. So you're doing the full old backstroke now. That's brilliant. And then we'll go forwards. Fantastic. So we're starting to feel nice and warm. Brilliant. Give those a little shake out. And then we're going to do some body twists. So again, if you have any issues with your spine, don't do this. Just carry on doing some of the other ones. If you're okay, then just let your arms wrap around your body one way and then the other. And when you're doing this one, if you just let that heel come off the floor, then you won't get any strain on your knees. And you can go all out with this one, like kids do in the playground. Just wrap those arms around your body, let them whack you like that. Really enjoy it. You're just warming up. Fantastic. Okay, bring that one to a halt. And then we're going to do some warming up of your ankles. So you just want to come up on the toes of one foot and then the toes of the other. If you're sitting, what are you going to do, Beth? Are you going to just do some ankle circles?
Yeah, you can either do some ankle circles, so just circling your foot around one way, or you can have a go with those heel raises as well, one then the other. I'm not sure if you can see my feet, but one then the other.
Does she do it? Okay, so give your legs a little kick out. We're going to do, before we go on to do some cardio, we're going to do a little bit of balance, really important. So standing on both feet, and Beth, for sitting,
yeah.
You want to do it behind and hold on to the back of the chair. So I'm going to just be standing up and I'm going to come and stand onto one leg. So I'm going to choose a leg, I'm going to engage my core, and then I'm just going to take one foot off the floor like this. So an easier option, like Beth's doing, you can hold on to the back of the chair or a wall or a fireplace or anything like that. If you find this easy, you can bring your hands into a prayer pose at your chest. And this will just help to throw you off balance a little bit. And then as an extra challenge, you can make big circles with those hands. Ooh. That's good. I can hear someone laughing, so that's a good sign. Fantastic. So if you're circling, go both ways. Go one way, then the other. And then switch legs. So come down seamlessly onto the other foot. Wonderful. When I do this with younger people, with the younger people on the Move program, I get them to write their name. So you can have a go at that if you want. Write your name in the air in front of you with your hands in that prayer pose. If you've got a long name, you'll be there for a long time. See how you get on. Okay, and then kick all that out. Fantastic. And then we're going to move on to some cardio. So I'm going to sit down, have a little rest, and hand over to Beth to explain what we're doing.
All right, so for the cardio, so we're going to go for about 7 minutes here. We've got 30 seconds on each exercise with rest time of 20 seconds. We're going to go for 2 rounds of these. So I'm going to go through one at a time. I'll just get the timer out as well. So you've got 4 exercises to go through. The first one is just going to be marching on the spot, swinging your arms. Okay, off we go.
And if you're sitting down, you can just do the same.
So if you want to make this more vigorous, swing your arms a little bit more, bring your knees up a bit higher. And to make it easier, just nice slow marching. Good, keep this going. We're going for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, just rest there. So we've got 20 seconds of rest, and I will demonstrate the next one. So the next one, we're going to go for really high knees. Now, picking up your knees up towards your chest, driving the knees high. So similar to the marching, but a little bit higher intensity. Okay. All right, so off we go for 30 seconds.
It feels quite hard sitting down.
Working hard there, Sophie.
Yeah. It's not easy, you know?
Yeah. Really gets the heart rate up as well.
Yeah.
It's the
Good. Just keep going. We've got another 10 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 20 seconds rest again. I'm just going to move the chair for the next one. A little bit higher intensity. So next we're going to either go for star jumps if you do want to, or a star step out and in. And again for 30 seconds. So the alternative, so if you want to stay on the chair.
Yeah, if you're sitting, we can carry on doing the march and lift arms at the same time. So a little bit of a coordination as well.
Okay, you're ready, everyone. So for 30 seconds, off we go. Either the start steps or the start jumps. Okay, keep going, everyone. You're halfway.
You put your own music on if you want. Whatever motivates you.
Okay, I've got 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and rest there. Good. Okay, so 20 seconds again. Catch your breath, have some water if you want some here. And then we've got one more to go through. So our last one is going to be squat punches. So you're coming down, holding a squat, and then punching, rotating the fist as you punch. Really aiming to engage your stomach muscles here while you stay low. And then Sophie for the seated one.
Yeah, exactly the same. So just sitting down.
Okay, everyone getting into position. So the lower you go, the harder this is. Off we go, 30 seconds.
If you're in the middle of treatment and you're finding it, even this seated option too hard, there's other ways of bringing it down. I mean, you can just slow it right down like this. And with the marching, you know, it could just be you could use your hands on the side of the chair, but just a little bit might help you feel better.
Yeah, so always just going at your own level. We've got our last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest there. Good. Well done, everyone. So we'll have 20 seconds rest again. Sorry, we've got 1 minute rest, a little bit longer here. So if you do want to grab a drink, now is the time. And then we're going to repeat that once again. Everyone doing okay so far? Just give me a thumbs up. Good. Okay, so a bit longer, and then one more round. Okay, another 15 seconds, and then we're going to go back to the start, so back to the marching on the spot. All right, beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. So 30 seconds again, swinging the arms. So to make this one harder, as I said, swing your arms a little bit higher, bring your knees up higher. To make it easier, just slow it down, just gentle marching. Good, you've got.
And if this is too hard, just slow it right down, or don't use your arms. You know, have your hands on the chair, just little bits like this. For those that are going through treatment, you'll know that sometimes you feel better than others.
Good, okay, so you can rest that there. Again, 20 seconds rest. Then we're back to our high knees for the next one, a little bit longer, so we're not going yet. We've got 10 seconds, and then into the high knees. Right, and 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Driving your knee a little bit higher if you can. Good, keep this going. Remember to keep breathing while you're doing all of these exercises. And if you want to change as well, you can always switch to the chair, or from the chair, if you're feeling up to it, you can always switch to the standing one. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest there again. Good, so last 2 to go through. So we're back to our star jumps or our star steps, or the seated ones. Wherever you want to do this, we're going to begin in 10 seconds. And again, you can switch between the different moves, starting in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So either the star steps or the jumps, if you do want to go for it. Great work, everyone. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Good, great work. Okay, last one, so 20 seconds rest, And then our final one for the cardiovascular round, back into the squat with the punches. Or if you're seated, just the punches. Okay, we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. So you get the lower you go, the harder this is. Then jabbing forwards. Try and rotate the fist. Okay, so if you're staying low in that squat position, you're going to really start to feel that in the quads. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everyone. So you can relax there. Great stuff.
Brilliant. Everyone doing all right? Grab a drink if you want to have a drink before we go on to the strength exercises. So for this, we're going to do 3 lower body strength exercises and 3 upper body. So we'll go through them, the lower body, then the upper body, and then we'll go back again and do the lower body followed by the upper body. So you will need either a couple of tins, or I know some of you have got some pretty hefty dumbbells and things, so feel free to grab those. We're going to start with the lower body, so we're going to start with some squats. So the first exercise, let me move my chair out of the way. We're going to work in 10 reps. So we're going to start off, we're going to do 10 squats. So for squats, you want to have your feet hip width apart. Your knees stay behind your toes, and your back stays nice and straight, and you come into a nice squat position like this. So from the side, it looks like this. And we're going to do 10 of those. The seated option, what are you going to do, Beth, instead?
First option is just going for a sit to stand. You can take your time with this. If you've got arms to the chair as well, you can use them to help you come up if you need that support. If you do want to stay seated, then another option is just going for a seated leg lift. So you're just going to lift one leg up, hold, back down. Same with the other one, up, hold, and down. So if you're feeling up to it, the sit and stands. If not, just a leg lift.
Perfect. Second standing exercise, we're going to do a sumo squat. So you take your feet further apart and you turn them out slightly so they're facing the 2 corners of the room. And the difference with this one is you keep your back up straight and you squat like this. So your knees come out and then you squeeze back up again. So we're working these inside quads here and also your glutes, your butt cheeks. So that will be the second one. And the seated one, Beth?
So the seated one, I'm just going to hold on to the chair for this. I'll just put it to the side and then go for a leg extension. So you're just going to kick back one leg, then the other. So alternate legs. You can use the chair for support as well for balance with a little bit of weight on it.
Brilliant. And then the third lower body exercise, you have a choice. If you've got a bit of wall that you can sit on, you can do a wall sit where you're as if you're sitting on a chair. You have the lower you go, obviously the harder it is. Or you can do a chair pose, which is basically going down into a squat with your arms up in the air like this and holding that position. So instead of going down and back up, we're going down and staying there. And if it's too much for you to get your arms up there, you can just hold them at your chest like this. So from the side, you look like that. From the front, you look like this. And what we'll do for that one is we'll do about 30 seconds on that one, just holding it there. And the seated one?
So for the seated one, we're going to go for a hip adduction. So if you can stay seated for this. If you've got a cushion, you can place it in between your thighs, and then you're just squeezing your thighs in towards the cushion. You're going to feel that down the inside of the legs, and then just releasing. So maybe squeeze for a few seconds and release. If you don't have a cushion, you can even use your fists here with just your fists in between your thighs, squeeze and release. You'll still feel that down the inside of the thigh.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do the lower body first. So we'll do those 3 exercises and we'll do them each twice through. And then we'll do the upper body. So we're not explaining to you too much in advance. So we're starting off with squats. We're going to do 10 squats, have a little break, and then another 10 squats, or 10 sit to stand with Beth. Okay, are we ready? Let's go. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and have a little break. If you're finding this is way too easy for you, even this standing one, by all means do a few more and just crack on and do it at your own level. It's absolutely fine, because I know some of you are doing many more squats than this. Okay, let's go again, another set of 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, nice and controlled. 4, keeping your knees behind your toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, kick your legs out and then bring your feet further apart. We're going to go into the sumo squat. So now you've got your feet a lot further apart and they're turned around, so they're pointing to the corners of the room, and we're going down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if you're doing the chair one, try not to let the upper body move. See this movement's coming through the legs, through the glutes as well.
4, 9, 10. Perfect. Kick your legs out a little bit. We're going to do another set of 10. Okay, feet nice and wide. And let's go. 1, 2. So really squeezing your muscles to push you back up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Okay, kick them out. So if you're standing now, you can either find a bit of wall, we'll do 30 seconds on the wall, or you can come down into chair pose. Okay, into that pose. So we're going for 30 seconds.
If you're doing a seated one, this way you've got either your cushion or your fists in between your thighs, squeezing tight. Good, and then keep releasing, then going back to it.
Seconds left. Remember to keep breathing. 2, 1, and up. Kick your legs out a little bit. So you should feel it in the front of your quads here. Remember, if you're doing it up against the wall, try and keep your legs at your knees at 90 degrees. And the lower you sit, the harder it's going to be. I'm going to do this one from the side. Okay, down we go, another 30 seconds. Ten to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, fantastic. Okay, kick those out. Okay, so grab hold of your tins or your dumbbells. We're going to do 3 exercises that I think you will all know. We're going to do simple bicep curls like this. We're going to do shoulder press. So from this position to this position. And then the third one is the lateral raise, where you're bringing your arms up to the side like this. Just keep your elbows soft with that one. So we're going to do 10 of each. We'll do bicep curls 10, bicep curls 10, then shoulder press 2 lots of 10, then lateral raise 2 lots of 10. Okay, let's go. Bicep curls first.
So these are all exactly the same if you're seated as well, same movements. Just make sure you're sitting tall, you're not slouching while you're doing it.
You don't need to lift really heavy weights either. You can just little and often is going to help you build up strength. I always lose count, sorry. I think we've got 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. If you want to go a little bit heavier than tins, you could just get like a litre water bottle, and that's like 2 tins together. It's a kilo of weight. Okay, 10 more. And really important not to hold your breath when you're doing this as well. The only thing you're working is your biceps. Good. 2 more, 9 and 10. Fantastic. Okay, a little wriggle, and then we'll go straight into shoulder press. So start with the tins by your shoulders or the dumbbells. Really engage your core, pull the tummy button in so you're nice and strong, and keep the knees soft. And then you're pushing up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 10 of these. 2, 3. And again, if you're having a really off day, if you're in the middle of chemo or radiotherapy, just ditch the tins and just go through the movements. Just keep things moving. Looking good. Got 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And a little rest. Little shoulder roll in between each just to keep the shoulders moving. And 1 more set of those. Up you go, just pressing them up. So don't lock your elbows. Be kind to them. 4, 5. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, bring the tins down, roll those shoulders again. And then the final upper body exercise is the lateral raise. So start with your tins down by your sides, nice soft knees, draw in your tummy button, and you're coming up. Stop when your arms get parallel with the floor. And again, this one is probably the one that people find the hardest. So if it's too much, just get rid of the tins. And actually you'll find you're still working. Good. Halfway through. Good. 2 more. That's 9 and 10. Little shoulder roll. And we'll do 1 more set of those. I seem to have a halo, don't I? Okay, 1 more set of 10. Let's go. Going up. Everyone's still breathing, not holding your breath. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9. That's 10. Wonderful. Okay, that's it for tins.
Okay, so we are finishing off with our stretches then. I'll just give you a little bit of time if anyone wants a drink here.
You want to stand for these, Beth?
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah. Okay, so once you are ready, we'll go back into some mobility and stretches. So we're just going to go into some shoulder rolls first of all. So up towards the ears and then behind you. Good, just feeling that nice stretch into the chest all the way up. And then maybe we'll change direction, going for a few forwards.
Really important to stretch at the end as well. Like a good 5 or 10 minutes.
Good, okay, just relax the shoulders and then standing nice and tall, we're going to go into a shoulder stretch, bringing one arm all the way across the body, keeping the arms straight. Then you can use the other arm to just come over the top and gently pull it towards you, feeling a nice pull in the shoulder. So make sure you're not hunching here as well, try and keep your shoulder down. Good, and just breathing deeply into that stretch. So for each one, we'll hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. Good, okay, just relax that arm, and then we'll do the same thing with the other one. So bring it all the way across the body as well, try and keep the arm straight, with the other arm coming over the top to just gently pull it towards you. Again, just feeling a nice pull into the shoulder, keep the shoulder down and relaxed. Okay, and relax that one there. Then back into some head and neck movements. So we're just going to go turn your head side to side, lifting over your shoulder, feeling a nice stretch down the side of the neck, then coming back to the middle and changing sides. It's okay, then bring it back to the middle, relax the shoulders again, and then going back into our head circle, so tilting your ear towards your shoulder, then rolling all the way around to one side. You can again roll it all the way around the top as well, or just reverse the movement going back. Just nice gentle stretches. Okay, you bring it back to the center, then we'll move into the lower body. Going to go for a hamstring stretch. So I will show you the first version if you're seated. Actually, Sophie, you show the seated one, I'll show you the standing one.
Oh yeah, sure. So seated from the side, great stretch this one. Sit on the edge of the chair or the bench, and then you want to straighten one leg. Hang on, sorry. Just so you can see. Straighten one leg out. Heel on the floor, toes coming back up towards you, that leg straight, and then just lean forward. So you want to lean, like keeping your head up and your chest up and just pushing them forward. Don't roll your back over like this because you won't feel it, but just that little movement there, and you'll see that you don't have to actually lean very far. Stretch down there.
So if you know you're tight in the hamstring, I would suggest going for that version. If your hamstring flexibility is okay, you could have a go placing one foot on the chair and then just gently leaning forwards. You're going to feel a really nice pull down the back of the leg. And like Sophie said, just make sure you're not rounding your back here. Your back is straight, you're folding from the hips.
Bring your toes back up towards you, the more stretch you'll get.
Okay, and then we'll switch legs here. So same thing on the other leg. So if you're doing the standing version, have a go placing your foot on the chair, leaning forwards from the hips, feeling that pull down the back of the legs again with your toes pointing up to the ceiling. If this feels really difficult, then just go for the seated version or a standing one with your foot on the floor, folding forwards. Okay, and relax that one there. And then moving into a quad stretch. So for the standing one, you can have a go taking your heel or your foot behind you and just pulling it back to you. If your quad is tight and you're struggling to reach this, you can have a go reaching for a trouser leg, or you can even wrap a band or a scarf around your foot and pull it towards you.
And if you're doing it seated, just take one foot down on the floor. So from the side, it looks kind of like this. Under the seat, and you should be able to feel a stretch all the way down there. Just don't fall off the chair.
And switching legs, same on the other side. So if you are standing as well, you might want to hold on to something quite tightly doing this.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm watching this.
No, I'm watching. There was an exercise, a move.
Is that
In the chat.
yeah. Okay, and relax that one. And then last ones we're going to go through a big stretch up. Reaching both arms up as high as you can, taking a deep breath in. And then with your feet about hip width apart, we're going to roll down slowly. If you've got any spinal problems, this is one you want to avoid. So just soft knees.
And if you're sitting, you can do the same thing. You can just roll down in front like this. If you can get your hands on the floor, you can. If you can't, you can just rest them on your knees like this.
Okay.
And slowly rolling back up. Coming back up.
Okay.
One more time, then big reach up. We'll do that one more time. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, deep breath in. And then again, if you're rolling forwards, soft knees. See if you can reach a little bit further towards your shins or towards your ankles. And then hanging loose, feeling that nice stretch into the backs of the legs, into the back as well. And then coming back up, standing nice and tall. And we will finish there. Well done, everybody. Great work.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
I enjoyed it.
Does anyone have any questions? I mean, it was a fairly low level session deliberately, but does anyone have any questions about any of it? Cool.
I got one from Claire there. How often would you recommend doing it each week? Well, ideally you want to be doing your strength exercises twice a week. So this session sort of covered both cardiovascular and strength, but definitely incorporating at least two strength sessions into your routine if possible. But if you are struggling, if you're going through treatment, you can break up those strength exercises into shorter bouts. So just doing them maybe 3 times a day rather than a 40-minute session. So that's a short period.
You can just incorporate them into daily life. So when you're cleaning your teeth, you could maybe stand on one leg and just hold on to the basin, and just kind of, so you're not like having to say, right, I'm going to spend the next 40 minutes exercising. You can divide it up. It doesn't matter at all. Or if you're in the kitchen and you're chopping up beans, you can just, get your tins out. Okay, brilliant. And we will run more of these sessions. So if you enjoyed it, let us know. And also let us know what you would like as well, because if you want something, I'm just thinking we could do some core exercises maybe, or a focus on more strength, or whatever you want. So let us know. All feedback welcome.
Thank you.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone. Bye.